All right, this is a Speakman Sentinel. I think it's a model 1752 or 1753. And it's been having a drip for a couple of years, and I'm finally getting around to fixing it. So I looked online, and all I saw was people asking how this thing comes apart. So I kind of figured it out, because I have actually one downstairs in the original, in the bathroom downstairs, but my wife had that one replaced. So, but I kept the valve because it was just a very cool looking piece of hardware. So what I can do is I can show you how it comes apart with the valve that I already have out of the wall. All right, so basically, first thing I'm gonna do is take this screw out, which holds the handle in, take the handle off, and then these two screws, unscrew these to take the cover off. And this is gonna show you what the valve looks like inside. All right, so how this works is, and my shower's still on, there are pistons in here, and when you open up the valve, it pulls those pistons out, and when you close it, those pistons get pushed back in. And at the end of those pistons are little gaskets, like that stop or like kind of like like O-rings. That stops water from coming out. So all you really got to do is take these screws out right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them all together. And then that will allow the valve to come out. So if you can try to pull it out as much as you can with these screws off, that's okay, because you have to get at least it opened a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this off. You take this screw off too, and this is it. Inside of here are those pistons, which are in between there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and this is what it's going to look like when we go downstairs and see the other one. Except I already have these screws out, so let's go downstairs. All right, car, she's taking my seat. She's hungry. All right, let's set this up so you can see. All right, so this is the valve taken out, and this is what it looked like upstairs when we left it, except I took those screws out. All right. Matter of fact, though, I need the handle from upstairs. Okay, I don't know what the handle is for the one downstairs, so I gotta use this. Okay, so here's the valve. These are 1/4 inch machine threaded screws that go in here. Okay, and I've already gotten this out somewhat, but then I couldn't get it out anymore. So all we really got to do is, I'm going to turn it this way, is get yourself 1/4 inch, I think that's a 2.5 inch bolt, and use the torque bit bolt so it fits past the ridge right here. If you get a hex, when you go to turn it, it won't be able to get past that ridge, so I use these round ones. And I just happen to have some spacers, and you put spacers in between. And this is what I happen to have. Right now I got 4 in there. I believe I started with 3 and I started working, so I just figured I would just start adding more and show you how it works. All right, so what you really want to do Hopefully you can see that.
Something just fell.
Okay. So, let me just turn this around. Can I turn it around? No, I can't. Okay. So what we want to do is just get the handle and put this on. And you want to open the valve. And as you open the valve, instead of this whole piece coming out, it's going to just move that valve. It's going to move that and stop pulling it out. And then when it gets as far as it will go, then you have to take these screws out and add another spacer. So let me put this handle on. Okay, good enough. So now I'm going to open the valve, and you can see the pistons are starting to come out. Oh, I got an extra spacer in there. Let me get rid of it. Okay, so, oh, yeah, you can see them coming out. So now I'm going to add another one. That's as far as it'll go. So I need to add another spacer. So all three of these. I'll do that. Let me pull it up. Okay, got more room. Well, let's just pretend I added another spacer because I already went through this whole thing. So eventually you add a spacer and then you keep opening it till it stops. Add another spacer and eventually those pistons will come out. I'm already at that point, so I'm just going to pull it off. But these spacers are the key because when you're opening the valve, this isn't getting pushed in. It's pulling the pistons out. All right, and now it's out. Okay, this is what it looks like. Out. There's the two pistons. They're very calcified. Inside. That's what it looks like inside. And this just screws off. And there's another piston in here that needs to be cleaned. So that's that piston. When I took it out, I noticed it was in with the holes on the side, 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, so I'm just gonna remember to put it back that way. And there's a gasket right here that I have a replacement for. And there's don't think there's any gasket that goes down there or there. And I don't have a gasket on this either, except on the bottom here. So that's the kit I have, is to replace those right there at the bottom. That's why my shower's leaking, because they're all corroded. Okay, and I don't see one there. I think that's it. Interestingly, my kit, which I got a couple years ago, it's pretty common. I just went to a plumbing shop and brought in the valve and said I need the parts for it. And they gave me, this is the outer gasket right there that I have. This one looks like it goes there, but I don't have it on there now. I'll definitely go. So I'm going to put that on too. And then I have, looks like those are the ones that go right there. Yeah, that's a perfect fit. And that's pretty much it. I got this, by the way, if you want to know tech support for this Speakman Sentinel valves. They were bought out by Elias Industries, and there's a TAPCO division in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you just Google TAPCO or Elias Industries in Pittsburgh, call their number, and then they have diagrams of this that they can email you. They didn't email it to me yet, but I just went ahead and figured out how to do it without getting the diagram. So that's it.